Hello, snakes. My name is Dante, and today it's Podcast Tuesday once again. And also, uh, not only that, soon we're gonna get a Legacy uh Magic Championship in Naples, which will be standard. The issue is, standard's not even fun, and I feel like it's missing some cards that could spice up the format and make it more fun, So here's some 10 cards, in my opinion, that would make the format more fun and could possibly revive it. And even a combo that could actually revive the format. So yeah, just I mean, you could have some different cards. It could be a part two to it, and yeah. So yeah, just of course it's just opinion based, but yeah, I feel like standard is missing cards. So yeah. So yeah, we got a combo. Let's go into the combo. And it is. We got the Sahili Federal Guardian combo, which I actually have made a video on this years ago, like 6 years ago or something, and uh and yeah, right before they got banned from standard. But the thing is, and Federal Guardian is banned in Pioneer. So the chances of them returning to standard are low. But if they do, they could actually revive the format. Uh, so, uh, so yeah, if they bring these two back, or just Sahili and some card similar to Federal Guardian, uh, and oh yeah, yeah, mine is actually uh uh Paragon Drake that I navigated combo, but yeah, Feral Guardian, uh, Sahili combo is actually fun. Seen some players play in modern, but I mean, Pioneer banned it, and Standard just banned it as soon as they found out about the combo. But then when more combos came to the format, they just let them pass. So I mean, I mean, it's still unlikely, but well, hopefully we might get uh if they do this, they're gonna revive the format, so I just hope they'll bring it back, and yeah, it's and then standard could be fun because combo decks are fun, and then there's some similar cards as well, But yeah, we got a non-bow, unrelated to standard, but yeah, or how to revive standard, of course, because it's a non-bow. We got Darkest Hour and Sylvan Anthem. So Darkest Hour uh basically makes every single creature black for 1 mana as an enchantment. Uh, Turns them black. Doesn't even like add the color black. And it just it it basically so yeah, removes the other colors and basically makes them black. And then and then uh and then Sylvan Anthem gives the green creatures +1/+1 you control, and ETB on the green creature, scry one. So if you have both of these, Darkest Hour just completely nullifies the Sylvan Anthem. So yeah, and yeah. So yeah, basically that, and yeah, it's just a non-bow. Anything that interacts with like colored creatures that aren't black, then Darkest Hour nullifies them. Well, Darkest Hour plus Bad Moon makes everything +1/+1. So in the end, it's really just the same thing, you know. So yeah, just uh, yeah. But yeah, let's just go into the number 10, and we got. Wait, what? Why did it not change? Okay, we got Jace. Jace the Mind Sculptor. This is actually a likely reprint that we might get in standard, considering Liliana got reprinted. So Liliana of the Veil, which is basically close to Jace the Mind Sculptor in power when it comes to Planeswalkers. So they might add Jace to the format. And I mean, he was banned in Modern, but they unbanned him because that killed Modern basically. So with unbanning Jace, they just revived the format. So I mean, adding Jace to Standard might revive Standard. And yeah, but yeah, in case if you don't know what Jace is, +2, Fate Seal or Scry 1, 0, Brainstorm, -1, Unsummon, -12. Yeah, just exile all cards from the target player's library, then that player shuffles their hand into the library, and yeah, it's just I mean, you're never gonna make it to -12, uh, but I mean, the +2 and the 0 are the powerful abilities. I rarely seen anyone use the -1 ability on Jace, and and only one time have I ever seen someone do a -12 with Jace. So yeah, and so yeah, it's just it's very hard to pull off, and I can tell you, you will not like. It's basically possible to like pull it off, you know. So yeah, it's just but yeah, I mean, this card is what basically keeps the control decks alive, and it's really good and also fun to use. Planeswalkers are usually fun to use, so they put Jason standard, and standard will uh, be um, be a thing again. The thing is, I mean, if they turn standard into pioneer or standard into modern, then what's the point? And but the thing is, standard right now is at its biggest low. Like it's like it. I mean, it's at its lowest right now. It's like, and like standards like right now, like that it's gonna like climb back up, but it's not even gonna be a fun format anymore. You know, like everyone's just gonna be playing Rakdos decks that only care about winning, and they're not even fun to play. So yeah, not fun to play with, not fun to play against. Like, and the thing is that they're not even that powerful. I mean, they are like the most popular. They're getting popular, but I mean, the only variant of red black that right now is fun to use or is the artifacts one. You know, the one that uses the Oni code, something like that. I don't know, but let's just go into number 9, and it is Shocklands. Yes, Shocklands. This makes the mana base so much better when it comes to when it comes to basically, you know, uh um mana and stuff, you know, like it's like, I mean, Shocklands like make it much easier. They're the closest thing to Alpha Lands, you know, so so yeah. And then yeah, basically like the yeah, Alpha Lands, the thing is that they're literally just like enter untapped, and plus they're like in the reserve list, so they can't be reprinted. Well, I mean, of course, Wizards are like, I mean, you cannot play it. So I mean, we're not breaching the reserve list because I mean, we're getting a 30th anniversary edition. But I mean, fetch lands, not fetch lands, shock lands in standard. Oh yeah, fetch lands as well. I mean, you're gonna get to it later in the podcast, but yeah, shock lands are really good when it comes to standard. Like the thing is that right now the dual lands that we have in standard are the slow lands, uh the uh yeah the slow lands and yeah, but those are like the oh yeah, I think it's just it's the slow lands and the pain lands, which the pain lands are actually good. You know, I mean slow lands. I mean standard is slow right now, so I mean they're not that bad when it comes to standard. You know, other formats. No, you won't be using slow lands in other formats. But I mean, we got single mana cycles, single colored land cycles. Basically, the 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 legendary channel lands from Kamigawa Neon Dynasty. Then we got in the streets of New Capenna we got uh the triumphs for the ally colors. You know, not enemy colors. Enemy color triumphs are from Ikoria, but ally color triumphs are from streets of New Capenna. So yeah, and the thing is that right now, but yeah, like I mean, if they just release if they're just I know like right now standard like needs so many pieces and yeah, let's go into number 8 and we got Teferi, Hero of Dominaria. Uh, yeah, we got Teferi, Hero of Dominaria, 5 mana, 4 loyalty, legendary Planeswalker Teferi with +1, draw a card, the way of nets and 7 untapped lands, -3, put a non-land permanent into its owner's library, third from top, and -8. You get an emblem that basically your opponents cannot have stuff, you know, because when you draw a card, it exile one of their permanents. So yeah, it's just so powerful, and the thing is that people actually pull off the ultimate, and that's their win con for control decks in modern right now. Pioneer have not seen many of those decks. I know, like I know uh I know that right now, you know, like I know right now, you know, Pioneer has banned small Teferi, but I mean, Big Teferi has not been touched because this is the Big Teferi because Big Teferi is not even played. I mean, we got medium-sized Teferi in standard right now, but who even who, who even plays medium-sized Teferi? Bro. I mean, I think I've seen some use medium-sized Teferi, but I mean, it's I don't know. I mean, Pioneer does not play, Modern does not play medium-sized Teferi, so yeah. But I mean, this could actually be a format changer. They're not small Teferi, but I mean, big Teferi is gonna be a format changer. Small Teferi is just a more powerful card. Big Teferi could actually like make it more fun, you know, uh more supportable, you know, like it's not like bro, imagine like having to go to a tournament, play 5 hours, a mono white deck or a Rakdos deck, like, and then imagine like, I mean, and then you don't even reach the top 8, like the thing is that like it's like, I mean, I'd rather just play the modern side event, which is probably more fun. We got 4 rounds, playing a fun deck, actually have fun, maybe even and then like I mean prizes will be worse, but I mean I mean, if you're doing the 5 rounds, like if you're doing like big standard event, like, and then like you're longing to just go home, like, but I mean, you also want to win the tournament. So once you like, so you play a fast deck, so then like you have a lot of time in between rounds to actually do your things, and yeah, I can tell you, like, if you're playing standard, I suggest you play like, unless if they actually revive the format, I suggest you actually play a fast deck. So then between rounds you can actually just go on your phone or something and do some other stuff, or play test other formats with other people. Basically, like, uh, if not, and just play MTG Arena and just go to some ranked historic matches, and yeah, that's more fun than the standard event itself. Like, but let's just go into number 7, and it is the Eldrazi Titans. I mean, I don't know, like, they could release new Eldrazi Titans, and that could, like, I mean, make new cards for the Eldrazi Titans, and that could revive the format. Or they could reprint one of the old cycles, like in a core set or something. Like if they bring back core sets for the 30th anniversary, we could get, a OG Eldrazi Titans cycle, not cycle. I mean the the big three, like, or the new, like, the big three, like, because if you're playing the original, I mean, they could like bring back the Annihilator, but I mean, the free with the Annihilator, or then like the other free. Which the thing is that New Emrakul got banned in standard, so I mean, Pioneer has it, and so does Modern. And the thing is that Commander banned old Emrakul, so yeah. But I mean, I don't. The thing is that old Emrakul probably is more powerful, but like it costs more mana, like much more mana, because old Emrakul is like 15 mana, whilst new Emrakul is like uh new Emrakul is 13 mana, but it reduces cost. Uses like delirium types, like, by delirium types I mean card types in your graveyard, that's what I mean by delirium types. So yeah. But then the original free stopped you from mill. And mill right now is big thing in standard. So I mean, no, it was a big thing in standard. Not anymore. That even killed the format even more. Rotating out the mill strategy literally just killed the format more. Like, mill is like one of the most fun decks in standard. But now, like, if you want to play mill with the fairly new cards, you just gotta go to arena and play historic, not standard. So yeah, but let's go into number 6, and it is we got Averworks Marvel. So I mean, this one got banned, I mean, in standard, but this was actually a fun card. I mean, they banned it only because of the Battle for Zendikar. I mean, these two are basically mutually exclusive, but because I mean, Averworks Marvel was used during like the Battle for Zendikar standard, and it was too OP, so they ended up banning it, from standard. And yeah, they just I mean, the big Eldrazi Titans rotated out. But I mean, they put dinosaurs anyway. And then we even lived through like Ikoria that had dinosaurs. Oh, you know what would be great? Just bring back energy counters. That would be amazing. Like, the thing is that uh uh we got like we got a similar thing to like energy, but I mean, it's not even, but it's only like, I mean, it's only for like commander and stuff. I mean, well, legacy as well, but I mean, it's more for the commander, which is like the stickers and the tickets, but like Like basically, the tickets only work when you actually put a sticker. Like you can spend like tickets to put the sticker, but you need to trigger something that gives you stickers, or activate something that gives you that puts a sticker, and then you use the tickets. So I mean, it's hard. Like you need to get tickets, and then whenever you put a sticker, you gotta spend those tickets to put the sticker. So yeah, but I mean, energy's just so fun. And then Averworks Marvel, that was like the peak of standard. That I like, in my opinion, either that, like Kaladesh standard or Ravnica standard, those were the best moments of standard. That, like, I can tell you right now, I don't know if there's like, I mean, before Powerful Zendikar, I have no clue. I mean, I've played like, I think like the oldest standard set I've experienced was like Khans of Tarkir. But I mean, out of like all the standard sets I've experienced, I can tell you, 2017 standard and 2019 standard, best standard years ever. Like, if we could actually go back and if we could like play like if they had a mode for OG standard, or like not OG standard. I mean, we got old school. But I mean, if we could like specifically select one year like and make a standard tournament out of like the standard legality for that year, that would be just so good. Like I mean, standard supposedly is for the new players to try the game and stuff. But it could be Pioneer. It doesn't have to be standard, like Pioneer, they want to like sell more standard products, because once the standard products like rotate out, I mean, they go out of production once that happens. But no one wants to buy them anymore, like they're too weak for modern. So they just add Pioneer. They can still print those weak cards if they want. I mean, they are actually printing good cards finally. But then those good cards, they're banning them. Like, Meat Hook Massacre. Okay. Not even, I don't know if it's even that good, but it got banned. Now we got, for example, Omnath. One of the best cards, like, that I've ever, like, used. They banned it. Like, are you serious? Like, Omnath carried the entirety of standard. Like legit. No cap. Omnath was carrying the entire format. Like, the top 8 of the World Championships were all Omnaths. If I'm not wrong. I think it was, yeah, they were all Omnaths. With, like, only, like, 2 different lists. So, there's no way you can tell me Omnath was not carrying the format. And it was. So, they banned it. But no, they banned it. But then, they introduced, Alchemy, so that we could continue using Omnath, a nerfed version of Omnath, which is still good, I mean, it just costs 1 more mana, and it scries instead of draw. But yeah, like, I mean, Alchemy has like a nerfed Omnath, which, I mean, Alchemy is actually fun, like the digital exclusive cards of Alchemy are actually fun, like buffs and nerfs, I don't know. I mean, Baldur's Gate, yeah, that's like really good, because I mean, Baldur's Gate was not even entering Legacy. No, not Legacy. Modern. Like, it wasn't even like Pioneer legal, not Modern legal, not Standard legal. But to play those Baldur's Gate cards side by side with those standard cards, that is actually really cool. Like, it revives the Adventures in the Forgotten Realms, because Adventures in the Forgotten Realms rotated this year, but now we have Baldur's Gate in arenas, like in basically like in Alchemy. So yeah, I mean, of course, different to the actual set, because some cards are like multiplayer specific. They modified them today, or they replaced them with other cards that are like 1v1 based, because they still haven't added multiplayer to the game. But yeah, let's just go into number 5. And it is Nykthos Shrine Tunets. So this is actually like the key element for devotion decks. Usually mono green, but I mean I've seen other colors try devotion, but they failed catastrophically. Uh, so yeah, and yeah, I mean Nykthos, it's just really good because it allows you to gives you immense amounts of mana. So it revives mono green decks in standard, which right now mono green is declining. I think, if I'm not wrong, I'm just gonna check the standard meta, which I mean standard is almost like non-existent at this point. MTG standard. Yes. Why am I getting watch results? What the? Like I just. All right. Oh shoot. Esper's number 1 on standard right now. Like we got Jun mid range at number 2, but great. I mean we got Esper. Orzhov mid range. Ah, it's just like playing Rakdos mid range. Rakdos aggro. Mono black mid range. Celestial enchantment. Okay, Celestial enchantments. I don't know. I mean mono white aggro. Let's see. Azurius. Okay. Budget decks. The world spell. What? Okay, we got. Is it Burn Bright? No. What? Abzan mid range. $22 burn. mono mono blue dollar hashtag percentage double asterisk and hyphen dollar. Bruh. And a $22 burn. And I'm like, bro, $22 burn? That's like $23. I swear, like imagine like $22, 23. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that like yeah, and the thing is that pretty sure he was referring uh to paper because it says tabletop prices, so yeah, like but yeah, just gonna yeah, let's just continue with the podcast. But I mean, yeah, mana ramp, this land could revive the devotion decks in standard right now, which there's no devotion, like Feral Beyond Death rotated. So yeah. And I don't know if we're gonna even see Feroz for a while. Yeah. Let's go into number 4. It is we got Atarka's command. 2 mana inst. Oh no, Atarka's command. Commands in general. I mean, Atarka's command is a good example of a command that should be added to standard. But I mean, commands. Commands are actually fun. I mean, the OG5, not that bad, But I mean, the 2-color commands are actually kind of good, I mean, we got we got the like the 2-color dragon commands. There's like because it's the OG. There's the OG5 like color commands which are set in 1 color, and then there's the 2 mana dragon commands, which is each elder dragon for the 2 colors that exist. The elder dragons for 2 colors, because we got like Dromoka, the Tarkir elder dragons, and Strixhaven elder dragons, which you could say they are the Arcavios elder dragons, because Arcavios is the plane where Strixhaven is. in, like, and it's the 5 dragons that found it, uh, Strixhaven, but like together, the other five, the the Tarkir ones are probably like divided, they're like kind of like, I mean, we got like the clans, and they have each their Khan, but then like, but then there's, but then dragon's like kind of like the god of the clan, so in a way to say, but I don't know exactly, like, I mean, but yeah, I mean, commands actually are kind of cool because they uh because it, from 4 choices you can pick two, and it's just really cool. It's very versatile, and yeah, they can like do anything. I mean, either OG5 or Dragon 10, like, like maybe both. That would be like the best. Like Cryptic Command and Standard would be great. Also Primal Command, because Primal Command could also like push those Stompy decks, because you can get any of the creatures, and it even like counters mill as well. Like also life gain, because it can give you 7. You can like instantly give you 7 life and stuff, and then we got the austere commands as a board wipe, but 6 mana for a board wipe. So I mean, it's balanced. Then we got like the black command. No one plays that one. I don't know, like, why does it even exist? But then there's like but then there's the red one. No one plays the red one either. I mean, Rakdos decks are not even gonna use any commands. So let's just go into number 3, and it is we got Settle the Wreckage. It is a 4 mana instant. Exile, path to exile all attacking creatures target player controls. Yes, basically that. So that's one way to say it, because exile and they search for basics. So yeah, I remember like Settle the Wreckage. Like, it was like one of like the, I remember that trick. Like where you just attack for the kill and then Settle Wreckage. It allows like the game to be like prolonged, to actually make it more intense, make it like more fun. I mean, because fast decks against a fun deck, that would just ruin the fun for those who are playing the fun decks. And the fast decks aren't even gonna have fun playing the game, which is what I'm saying. Like, I mean, like, I can tell you right now, what happens between the rounds in Standard is more fun than Standard itself. So just make the format more fun and focus on making the people play the fun decks to actually make Standard fun. Like, and actually bring back the old days of, or not the old days. I mean, the very like fairly recent days of Standard. I mean, there's of course some cards, like older, that they should reprint and actually, and that would just carry the format. But yeah, I mean, the last 2 cards, it's gonna be unlikely for them to do it. But if they do it, then that card will carry the whole format and revive the format itself. Let's go into number 2. Scalding Tarn and the fetch lands. Fetch lands, highly unlikely. In fact, I think Morrow even specified himself they would never put fetch lands in Standard. But hey, this will make the format fun. I mean, like, it actually like fits the colors. I mean, it reduces the chances of you drawing lands, and then even you get the lands you need. I mean, and they're actually balanced. I mean, of course, the shuffle timing, but that should not be an issue. And then there's, like, but then like, it avoids color skew even. Like, if you use the fetch lands right, you could actually legit get any color from any fetch land, you know, like because you can pair it with a shock land. I mean, fetch land and a shock land will be unlikely for them to both be in the same format. But I remember actually playing fetch lands, and I mean not playing. I'm playing against a fetch shock in standard. Legit, like I remember, like because Khans of Tarkir was in standard, you know. So yeah, I think I think like first ever like standard. I was like watching. I'd see like, or maybe even playing like a bit. I'd see a fetch shock because I was like barely, you know, like they were like about to like rotate like Dragon's Maze and or like and maybe no, I maybe I've not actually seen a fetch shock, but I mean, if I would have started like 1 year earlier, 2 years earlier, I would have actually seen a fetch. I would have actually experienced fetch shocks in standard. But I experienced fetches in standard. I remember when fetches were in standard. I mean, ally fetches, enemy fetches. No, but I mean any fetch. If they bring back fetches, then that would be great. And like I swear, when that one guy in the group chat sent me that fetch lands were gonna get reprinted, I was like, no way. And then like I was like I was like legit just gonna be like, yo. But then I checked in. I find out a it was actually just a joke. It was just a troll account actually. You know, like it's like Splinter Bin. Apparently, like it's like one of those like troll accounts, like parody account. I don't know, satire. I don't know if it's satire, parody, whatever. It's just it was not real, you know. Like, and then that just I was like, darn it. So I made a meme out of it, you know, and I don't know how. I mean, last time I checked, it got like 7 views, but let's just see how many views does it have right now. Uh let me see. Wait, what? Wait, spoiler. Let me see. Oh, MTG spoiler moment. Oh, 11 views. Okay, and one like. Okay, yeah. But yeah, it's just But yeah, actually, if they reprint fetch lands in standard, that would just they would carry the format probably. They would like they would have a much better mana base. Like mana base would actually be is crucial to a format and a deck. You know, so standard decks would not actually like be low level. Compared to other format decks. But let's just go into number one, and we got only thing that probably beats the fetch lands, getting reprinted. The lightning bolt getting reprinted. So if lightning bolt gets reprinted, that's just gonna possibly carry the format. Like mono red's gonna be played again, and mono red's fun. I mean, it's just it's just like I mean it's I mean I'm not complaining about mono red. It's just a really fun deck, and yeah, I can tell you uh if uh and but yeah, if they bring back lightning bolt, if they actually uh and if like or any counter spell, like then that would just also like uh revive uh the and that would like legit like uh they could just revive the format. You know, like lightning bolt. I mean, that would like be much better than the burn spells that are in standard. Like play with fire, shock, and then there's even like not just that. You know, like there's a uh uh like lightning strike. Like seriously, lightning strike. Like bro, there's like lightning bolt, but then like but for 2 man. Oh, thank you, Flood Moon, for following. Yeah, yeah. Well, thanks for following. I'm just gonna update the account uh on Twitch. Let me see. Yeah, it's title description. You know, like I'm just gonna yeah 115, no 114. There we go. And but yeah, let's just get back into like lightning bolt burn spells. Burn will finally be relevant if they do it. Like I mean, standard has consistently had a shock and a lightning strike. I mean, lightning strike. Oh, hi, cool plug. How are you? Yeah. Uh, I mean, lightning strike is I mean, I remember 1 year. There was just 1 year where lightning strike was not legal in in standard. You know, like. But I mean, they brought it back finally. You know, so that is actually really cool. And yeah, really hope they like they put lightning bolt because it's gonna have to like. I mean, we instead of shock we got play with fire, which is basically shock, but if you hit the player, you scry one, which is actually good for red. You know, like it's kind of like the consider, but for red. I mean, instead of like surveilling, you scry, and then instead of drawing a card, you actually hit them for 2 damage. It's actually pretty much the same thing in red. So yeah, except it's cheaper. You know, like uh uh yeah uh uh. So yeah, it's just we just hope for like uh for any of these. Like I mean, lightning bolt alone could just revive an entire format. But I mean, I think some of these might like need a few other like cards to back it up. You know, uh like for example, Jace might need Teferi, fetches might need Shocklands. I mean, I think Triumphs actually good enough. I mean, Triumphs are gonna rotate next year, so yeah, that's something, you know. Averworks probably needs like Eldrazi Titans, but energy counters on their own are actually fun, you know. So yeah, Cell Wreckage actually already could like contribute. I mean, this has to be in a cycle, obviously. Nykthos alone could actually revive the format. I don't know, like it'll revive mono green at least, you know, like, and mono green is also one of the fun decks and actually good, you know, like I remember like playing round one in Pioneer against a mono green devotion combo deck, and that was, I mean, I can tell you, if I was playing that deck, I would have been having a lot of fun right in that moment. But I mean, unfortunately, I was the victim, you know, of the combo. But still, it was fun to watch, you know. So yeah. Anyways, congratulations, you've reached the end of the podcast. So why don't you like and subscribe and follow the entourage, share friends, stay tuned to the next video, streams, and podcasts. Podcasts will be live every Tuesday at 6:30 CET. So stay tuned to them. Stay tuned to them. Watch my other videos too. And yeah. Uh so yeah. I mean, if you live in the I mean I mean due to daylight saving happening, like by next podcast, daylight saving will be applied. So, I mean, if you live in some place where daylight saving is not a thing, then remember podcasts will be live 1 hour later. But then if not, like, just notice a change. Uh, Instead of being 4:30 GMT, they're gonna be moved to 5:30 GMT. But if you go by BST, then it's gonna stay at 5:30 BST, or CET stays at 6:30. And for the Americans, then just stay tuned to well, the Americans, they go with different time zone changes than the Europeans. So let's just say, I mean, there's gonna be this moment. So like the podcast will be like, I think like the podcast like nearly all the time will be like at 12:30 CET, 9:30 9:30 Pacific time, actually. If you live in the West Coast instead of the East Coast. I mean, I know more people who live in the East Coast than in the West Coast. That's the thing. I mean, but yeah, I mean, considering that Wizards of the Coast is based in the West Coast and not the East Coast, and they go by Pacific time. And but then, like, most, like, the big video games that exist out there, they usually go by East Coast, you know. So, but then I go by European time. So, but yeah, just notice that if you live in Asia or some of those, or any country that does not observe daylight saving, or if you live in Australia and daylight saving is inverse, okay, I don't know how it's exactly Australian daylight saving works. I mean, I've actually been there on holidays, and I actually unexpectedly got hit by daylight saving, and I did not even know about it. Like, remember waking up at 8, and then my parents telling me it was 7, and I'm like, the heck? And then, like, and yeah, I see this, and apparently we got hit by daylight saving unexpectedly in the trip without even planning for it, you know. But yeah, easy solution: just hit the bell when you subscribe, or when you follow. Just enable notifications on Twitch. That will also help, you know. So yeah, anyways, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and bye.